friends, if you or someone is sick or you just want to detox and you want to learn how to actually make a detox bath correctly with herbs or maybe even without herbs, stay tuned because I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to do that. Hello, my name is Amanda and I'm from The Wild Herbal, and today we are going to make an herbal detox bath. These are really good for if you're sick and want to recover quickly, or just to help your body if you're feeling a bit sluggish and tired but you're not necessarily sick, just to detox some of those toxins that get accumulated in our system. So we're going to make an herbal detox bath today, but if you're not interested in using the herbs, you could also just use Epsom salt and baking soda and make a regular detox bath as well. So we are going to need some herbs, and the herbs that we're going to use are called diaphoretic herbs, meaning that they help you to sweat because you want to get all those toxins sweated out. So the herbs that I chose are the Elecampne, which is probably pronounced incorrectly, Catnip, Peppermint, Yarrow. I also use some of the essential oil shield blends. You could also use a peppermint essential oil or another one that you find relaxing, maybe like lavender, lemon, or orange. You're gonna need a 1 cup measuring cup, a small bowl, some Epsom salt, and some baking soda. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is take our 1 cup, we're going to take our Epsom salt, and we're gonna put 1 cup into our bowl. Now Epsom salt is a magnesium supplement, and it does help your body to absorb magnesium, some magnesium through your skin. Not all forms of magnesium are absorbed this way, but this one is. So it helps you also to relax and to sleep. So it might be something that you could do right before bed or before you're gonna take a nap. But it also can be very drying. So a detox bath is something that you don't want to do more than twice a week with Epsom salt because it can be very drying. And also you want to make sure that you keep the temperature no higher than 140, because then the Epsom salt will pull more moisture from your body. It can also make your body a little bit too dry. So the next thing we're going to do is add 1 cup of baking soda. So at this point, if you want to add essential oil, you can. It is always best to put essential oil into your Epsom salt or your baking soda and not directly into the water, because then you can get a chemical burn, because the oil, the essential oil and the water does not mix and it just floats on top. So it's always best to put it in here to get it absorbed and then to dump it into your water. So I'm going to do about 15 drops of my shield, which is also another, it's Mountain Rose's version of the thieves oil. Then you can mix that together. Now this part is done. So now we are going to go over to the stove and we are going to make a tea to dump into the bath. I prefer to make a tea to dump into my bath regardless of having loose herbs floating around, because then they can get stuck in the pipe and they can cause issues. So I always just like to make a tea and then dump it into the bath. You could also take a tea bag, fill it with the herbs and throw it in there, and that's fine too. I just don't feel that the herbal tea is quite as strong when you just dump the herbs into the bath. So it's up to you, both ways work and it's okay. I just feel like you get the most benefit when you make the tea on the stove and then put it into the bath already made. So we're gonna go to the stove and we're gonna make that tea. So I have this really awesome little tea ball that I got for Christmas a couple years ago, and it holds about a cup of herbs. So I'm gonna fill it about a half to a quarter full, and I'm going to put the Elecampne and the Catnip into the tea ball. Those are the two ones that I'm going to use this time. I really like to use Yarrow. Yarrow is my favorite herb to use. It's a really nice subtle herb and it makes you sweat really well. It tastes pleasant too. But unfortunately, because we were sick and we've used all of our Yarrow, so I don't have any Yarrow left to actually make this bath. So we are just going to use the Elecampne, which is also a diaphoretic herb, as well as Catnip, and Catnip tastes really well too. So we're going to use those 2 herbs and we're going to put them in the tea ball, and we're going to put them in our boiling hot water on the stove and make our tea. And then also at the same time, while you're sitting in the detox bath, it's really nice if you could actually be drinking a tea that's going to help you sweat too. So I chose peppermint and catnip because those are both teas that taste really good. And so I'm going to mix those together in my water pot and we're going to make a tea. Now I got this really awesome kettle and I really enjoy it. It is you have the strainer that actually sits inside of the teapot, and it makes 32 ounces of tea, and I really like it. It's really easy, makes a really nice cup of tea for my husband and I quickly, and then I don't have to worry about having a tea ball in my tea or straining it later because it's already in the teapot. So if you're looking for a teapot, this one's on Amazon. I got it for my birthday and I really, really enjoy it. And you can also choose the temperature, and because this is an herbal tea, we are going to use 175 because that's about the hottest that we need. So that's about the green tea temperature on this teapot. And if you're not, you can boil it. It's not a big deal. Or you can look at your teapot, and when it almost starts to boil, you can turn it off and then just go ahead and make your tea from there. So when our pot on the stove, when you start seeing the bubbles and it starts to boil, we're gonna turn that off and we're gonna let that set for a couple minutes. Now that can set for 24 hours. The longer it sets, the stronger it's gonna get. We're actually gonna use it right now. I'm gonna put a stopper on the tub. We're gonna throw our tea into the tub, and then I'm also gonna throw this in there as well, and your detox bath is done. That is all you have to do. You're mixing your tea with your Epsom salt and baking soda and your essential oil into the bathtub, and then you're gonna enjoy. Keep the bathtub not extremely hot, but you do wanna induce sweating. So around 140 is good if possible. You want to stay in there for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you can stand it that long, you definitely wanna get a good sweat up. And something else that's really important is that all the sweat that's coming out of your body during this detox bath is toxins. So as you're sweating in the bath, when you're all done, your 20 to 30 minutes is up. If you could turn on the cold shower, it would be really helpful because the hot to the cold really helps to stimulate your immune system as well as your metabolism and other things. So you're gonna rinse off in a cold shower, or mildly cold or warm shower, to help to rinse off all those toxins, because you don't want those toxins on your body. And then you can also just lightly rub your body with whatever type of soap that you have. Just make sure it's not something that's full of toxins, a body wash that has lots of toxins in it. If you don't have anything else, it's probably just better just to rinse off your body so that you're not adding more toxins into your body after you do a detox bath. And then you are done. So once you rinse off in the cold water and then dry off, it is better if you can get some sleep to help your body to recover from whatever sickness or whatever thing you're trying to fight or what you're trying to detox from. So thank you, friends. I hope you enjoyed this quick video of how to do a detox bath. And if you want a step-by-step written guide of how to do this, you can click my link down below and sign up for my newsletter. Thank you. I hope you have a great week. Thanks for watching.